you go. Here's some water for you.
Yes, but in plastic bottle.
Yeah, I know, like, you usually drink water in here, the Stay Positive water bottle. I think it's more convenient, but now it's out of water, and we're too lazy to get it. Well, I usually have this. It's like really suitable for the environment, not harmful at all, because my straw is made of iron.
Iron, yes.
I think it's not iron, it's like inox as well. It's not a plastic straw. You will see lots of people use a plastic straw, but my straw is made of iron.
Yes.
Well, of course it's not made of iron, but I like to say it's made of iron. And it's really good.
Yeah, you know that like usually we rather use some straw like that, or maybe some glass straw, although it has, but people usually like use plastic because it's too popular. But like the waste, because we just eat one time and we throw away, so when we like connect all the straw together, so it's longer than one round of the earth.
One round the equation.
Yes, equation is like about 28 million times.
28 million times. Well, when we use bottles like this, I think it can last forever because you can use them over and over again. And you can never throw them away because it will never be destroyed. But maybe in the future we don't want them anymore. So like there are many ways to destroy them, like put them in fire, maybe. And when we put those in fire, fire can destroy them. But for a water bottle, try to put them in fire and it will never be destroyed. Unless for millions and millions years after that. I see a lot of
when we put them in fire, so it will melt. And the thing you said that a million years later, because when we like put it under the ground, so it will take a long time, really long time, as you say, to be destroyed.
But nobody buried those underground. Well, there are some people that I don't think, because when we finish this, we will often put them in the trash, and after when our trash is full, we'll put them outside. And like some person that carry the trash every weekend will come and get it. And maybe they will dump those in the dumpster.
In the waste
like,
field.
Yeah, in the dumpster. I see lots there is an island. It's called Trash Island with tons of trash in there.
Yeah.
And the trash will flow through the Pacific Ocean and down. So I think it's quite harmful for sea creatures.
Yeah.
Because sea creatures, not like us. What if they eat plastic? Well, if we eat plastic, we'll know for sure it's disgusting and we will spit them out. But for sea creatures or animals, they won't know that it's plastic. They just see, oh, here's some food, so just eat them, so that they won't be hungry anymore. But when they swallow the plastic down, they can't digest. Because have you ever eaten plastic before?
No. So do you know that in Pacific Ocean there is a kind of creature that it can eat plastic and every waste we down in there? But it's just that creature, like the scientists have found them in recent years, not for a very long time. But no, with just that animal. But other like mammal and the sea creature in the ocean. So maybe for example, for a few days ago I read about a whale. It lives in the ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, and every day it eats a lot of plastic waste. So normally it have to find some fish or some other food to eat. So, but because we dump too much waste in there, so every day it just like eat some plastic waste we dump in there, so it will be full. But it can make them die faster. And when like them die, so their body will be flow and be on the island, so and be on some land. So some farmer in that place found that inside the stomach there is a lot of plastic, that maybe 6 kilograms in there too.
Of course, how can we digest plastic? It's not like normal food. And I see around the room there's a lot of plastic, for example, right here, this little piece, and there's plastic everywhere.
Yes. Around
our room. So, like, I asked you the question before, like, have you ever eaten plastic? And you said no, right? So, do you believe me that I once ate plastic?
Yeah, so when?
That's like, I only ate plastic because when I was 4 years old, my hair is still short, so I usually use a plastic headband. It's like very small one. And at that time, I put them in my mouth. I put them in my mouth and just play. And then after that, I will put them out and throw in the trash. But I accidentally swallow it because it's too small. And at that time, I have to swallow my saliva. So I accidentally swallowed the plastic rubber band. But I think it's still fine because that it's just one. But if I eat many more, it will be really dangerous. So luckily, just one rubber. And I think after that, when I go to the toilet, it all went out. So that lucky me.
Yeah, but today many people inside that they never eat plastic. But we don't eat real plastic like this one. But when we see some sea creature, because like when we dump waste in there, some especially mainly plastic. So maybe there's some fish or maybe other sea creature will eat that, or maybe they have some contact with that plastic waste. And when we eat inside, so the plastic will be in our body, and also it harm our health too.
Well, I feel like nearly everybody here have eat plastic.
Yes, I see not nearly.
Of course, they're not too stupid to eat a real plastic like me when I was 4 years old. But take example, if we eat fish, like today, we eat fish. What if that fish we eat some plastic?
Yes.
And then it can't digest it, and it dies. And some fishermen caught it, and then we buy the fish and we eat it. So instead, we eat the plastic. Just quite harmful, but it's not too harmful when we eat it directly.
Yeah. So like in Thailand, in Bangkok, Thailand, in some like poor place in there maybe is a river that is full of trash. I cannot see any water in there. I see full of trash, and there are no space for to see other fish. It's very polluted. And do you know that like scientists and we have statistics 10 river that dump the most waste into the ocean, and 8 of them is in Asia.
Yeah, like Asia has a lot. Actually, I see it's very convenient to use plastic. Buy something, plastic. Or grab something, also plastic. Like also the wrapper is also plastic as well. I think it's more convenient because if there are some paper, like paper box and paper wrappers, but they're not like plastic. For example, as fish, they are really like they're not smelly, but they smelled a lot. And like a woman in the interview said that it's really faster and more convenient when we have a lot of plastic wrappers around them. So it doesn't smell anymore. So it's really convenient, and I always hear people say that we have to reduce plastic. We have to have other solutions, we have to work together. But how can we do that if nobody cooperates? It's just saying in the mouth. How can we possibly do that?
I see now many people, like some influencers, some KOL, like they said that we have to reduce the amount of plastic waste we throw every day. We have to reduce some plastic product used every day. But there is nobody invent something new. Maybe some paper stuff, like some paper straw or maybe glass straw, like other things that make less pollution to the environment, to the sea environment. So they just stay in mouth and they do nothing. So there is nothing for the consumption to use instead of plastic. So they still use plastic.
Well, I see this is my water bottle is not fully plastic. The lid here has some plastic in the lid. But that's alright because that's just the lid. And I will never throw this away. Well, I don't think it's plastic. Oh, it is plastic. But we have straw like metal straw like this. This is metal. We have metal straw and paper straw. So why don't we produce metal straw instead of plastic? I think plastic is faster to produce and this metal straw is more expensive.
Yeah,
because if we buy metal straw outside, maybe just one metal straw is the same price as a pack of straw. So it's like really expensive. But I think in order to reduce plastic, they have to get rid of plastic straw and maybe get the price of this normally.
Yeah, and there is also some glass straw. I see that it's out on the internet. But when you use that, you have to be careful because maybe you will break that.
Well, I think metal straw is the best. Because we have paper straw, but after we use them, we have to throw them away. Even though it can destroy it easily, but also pollute and waste trees. So I think metal straw is still the best. of old straws. So I also happen to know like a woman I watch in Nas Daily. A woman, she has created this kind of plastic. Well, just luck, because if I think like if she go out into real estate, it can really develop and maybe help around the world too. So this plastic she used is that it's still like plastic, but it can dissolve in water. And maybe if we want to destroy it and don't want to use it anymore, we can put them in water and it can dissolve in water. After that, we can still drink the water inside because her plastic is made of some vitamin.
Yes, and I see that there are some product like some straw made of rice or potato.
But I think like, yeah, made of rice and potato, but we can't eat them if it's for too long. But I think that like the plastic that she made is really good. I think like because she just made to herself and just her family, you know. But if she sell her product or tell other people, it can really work out actually, and it can actually save them. I think her product is for a few years ago. I don't know how, but I watched it and it can easily dissolve in water. So lots of plastic can be reduced by that, and we can drink the water from it as well. So for example, plastic straw made of her type of plastic. It's still called plastic, but it's different because it can dissolve in water. And we can drink it, and it's made of vitamin.
Yeah, so with some like plastic made of food like that, so maybe we can use it for a long time, or maybe we can, but we cannot eat that. So when we throw it away, it will be like vanish very fast.
Yeah, vanish very fast. But like it's not very popular nowadays.
Yeah, because not many, because the process is too long and it costs very much. So so many people say that plastic is the best because it is cheap and it is affordable, and we can use everywhere and it's versatile.
Do you see the graph?
Yeah, but if like some inventor, they can lower the cost and produce more for people. So I think we can solve this problem.
I think they should reduce the cost if they want to get rid of this problem, because they just say that because I think there are a lot of products that about plastic, but they never happen. People still use plastic in daily life. So have you ever seen like some wrappers in the supermarket? We usually go, so like have a special wrappers that can like vanish pretty fast. It's like special plastic. So why don't we use plastic just like that? I see they only reduce, because I see like in some, I once watched a story. It's like a really funny one about plastic, and they said they don't produce straw. We have to drink, because for some milkshake maybe we should drink with straw, right? And they said no straw so that they can reduce plastic, but the cup is still made of plastic.
Yes.
So what's the point of having no straw? Because the cup is still made of plastic. So I think it's still normal. Like it's
not 100%.
Because they like, I think when they think of plastic, they just think of straw. They never think of water bottles like this or the cup. So when we go to any kinds of KFC maybe, and they said they don't provide straw to save the environment, it's okay, that's good. But the cup and the lid is still made of plastic. So what's the point of doing that? I think there's no point. And they haven't think about that maybe. So I watched that story a long time ago. And what I'm holding right now is like soft plastic.
Yeah, you can
like it's flexible plastic.
Yeah, change the shape a little bit.
So I see all around here all types of plastic, except this is wood.
That's the wood. But maybe we cannot like make all the plastic disappear as one, but we can like reduce day by day, and finally we can complete.
Well, scientists said that it may take at least 10 years to get to like
change everything.
Yeah, to change everything. So it's like a long time. But maybe it can take even longer if people do not cooperate. But if people cooperate, it will take at least 10 years to change our whole world. But I'm waiting for 10 years more to see what will happen.